Hey everybody, look at this. 135 hours and 9 minutes and 53 seconds of playtime. And yeah, it's on easy, and I don't give a shit. Alright guys, if you take a look at this, as it loads, I will show you what I've been dealing with. Now, last night, meaning Friday, we filmed the show, but I was so exhausted from the previous last 3 weeks where I've done everything I can to try to plow through this game. And last night I had an opportunity to really put a dent into what I've been doing recently with this game, and I couldn't do it. 9 o'clock, I had to go to sleep. I did not have a choice. I was falling asleep playing the game to the point where my hand was on the control. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. But my hand was on the control, and I was running past where I needed to be because I was asleep. And by the time I woke up, I realized I had overshot where I needed to go. So you guys are going to see what I'm talking about in a minute as this thing loads. By the way, one of the biggest complaints I have about this game is the fact that the loading times are astronomically ridiculous. To the point where you're doing a mission literally when you're talking to somebody. In other Assassin's Creed games, it would immediately go right to it. Here, it literally has to load 3 sentences of dialogue. It is terrible. It's like Sonic 06 for the Xbox 360. I mean, it's that bad of a loading time. It makes no sense. Now, let me just show you. Oh, do I got to fight somebody? Or does that guy see me? No. All right, good. So here's what I'm dealing with, okay? Right now, as you can see what I have been doing, okay, let me go to gameplay icons. Now let me just go, this is the entire map of Greece that I had to go and grab. But if we go in here, okay, you see all these things that have check marks next to them? Well, I have to go all over creation and find all these things and beat them. Every check mark there. Now the ones that don't have check marks, obviously you don't do anything. It's just telling you that you're in the fishing village in Pandora's Cove of Malice in Greece, okay? But every check mark that you see, I've done. I've completed all that crap. The only ones that don't have check marks are the, what do you call it? But as you can see, the fast travel locations, the synchronizations, points, but they're green. They're white when they're not completed. They're green when they are. But as you can see, we're talking, look at Macedonia for a minute. Or Macedonia, I should say. There's not a lot here, right? Pretty easy stuff. But then here we got all this. We go all the way over to the right. We have stuff here. Okay, and we go back out. There's Lesbos, there's islands, there's this, there's that. So that's what took me. Then if you're in the middle here, as you can see, Arcadia. Okay, I mean, there's tons of stuff that need to be done on top of missions. And I'll show you what some of those missions are in a moment. But that's what we're dealing with. Okay, now, what have I been doing recently? Well, take a look. All right, I hid the completed, as you saw. Now we're going to go to historical locations. You can see all these are historical locations. You can read up on them. But here we go. Purchase maps. Well, you see these blue things? These are called orichalcum, whatever you call those. Well, there's a zillion of these that you need to find. And you don't really need to do this for the game. I'm a completionist. We all know that. But as you can see, all the check marks near, well, I'm not done because I've had to go all across Greece and do these things. Now, here are some that I haven't collected yet. Okay, right now I'm down all the way. Look at all those. These islands are going to be easy because it's real easy. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. But then when you get to places like Laconia here, there's a million spread out all over. And it's not just as simple as, well, that looks easy. I just go from here to here. That's like 400 meters in the game. You go from here to all the way up here as an example, that's like 2,000 meters in the game, which if you're running and not using a horse, takes you 7 minutes literally of game time to go from here to here. So that's what I've been doing. That I'm still not done, as you can see. I'm down here in this area. There's me, okay? I have to collect all of these blue things. And on top of that, obviously we go all the way over here, and then we go all the way over here, as you can see, and all this other garbage. Now, we go to inventory, all right? We go over here, and we're talking about these things with the check marks next to them. Those are the Ostrakas. Now, how many do I have left? I have 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, please tell me I only have 11 left. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, my God, I think I only have 11 total left. Oh, thank heavens. I only have 11 left of these stupid things. And then I'm done. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 left. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited about that. But anyway, that's what I've had to do on top of going around the map and collecting all these blue things, orichalcum. Now, you can see I have 412 orichalcum. I still have all this stuff left. Now, what do you do with orichalcum, you're asking? Well, it's a currency that you can use in the game to go to Saigon, or I think his name is Saigon, or no, actually, it's right here. It's Oikos of the something or other. And here it is, right? No, that's not it. Oh, there were glitches in the game. This one here in Arcadia, and then in Argolis, I believe there's another one that I haven't collected yet. And the problem with that is there's a glitch in the game which will not allow you to pick them up. Doesn't allow you to. Attica is the other one. Here it is right here. So anyway, you go to where this guy is. I don't know where the hell he is. It's somewhere here. And basically, is this it here? Is this him? No, I missed one in Fokis. Look at that. I got to go back and collect that. I somehow missed that. Awesome. Good thing I'm double checking. But anyways, you can see you go to wherever the hell this guy lives, and you go there and you say, okay, well, I'm going to give you this orichalcum, and you buy weapons and shit from him that are supposedly amazing. I haven't done that yet. That will be on the agenda as I finish collecting all these blue things. But the key to the ball game is I've been doing this for the last 20 hours almost, and I'm finally almost done. And if I had known I was that close, I would have just plowed through last night. But obviously, as you can see, I've got a lot to do, not a lot left. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. All these islands are taking maybe an hour to quickly just boom, 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 go down. But here I am, and then Pefka here. There's an arena here that I fight people and everything else. But that's what I've been doing, so thanks for coming. Thanks for looking at my life. Hopefully I'm going to be done soon, because then I got Soul Calibur 6 coming up, which I'll have gameplay footage of. But for now, stay tuned for the awesome football fantasy with Mclovein. It's week 17. We're here. And look who's back.
Hey, guys.
Look at you. Look at you over here.
Look at me.
Look at glasses over here.
It's good to be back in the studio.
Yeah, back in the studio, back in the saddle.
Yeah. Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
Happy zebras.
Hopefully everyone had a good Christmas. I apologize in advance. I'm not feeling that well right now. So.
Yeah, you've got probably what I have.
Yeah.
So
it's a football Friday.
It's a football Friday. Oh, yes, it is. And any news from you? Just happy to be back?
Happy to be back.
Sure.
That's
all right.
How we'll start with him.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to have to go into the whole thing. Yeah. All right. So, who's happy he's back? Teddy Bridgewater's happy he's back.
Yeah.
Before the show started, we were talking about how he has chills, as Mike Triplett says, that he's getting his first start in nearly 3 years, because there's no reason for the Saints to play Breeze because they've already clinched home field.
Did you watch the game? Did you watch that game?
I don't. No.
The Pittsburgh.
Oh no.
On last Sunday.
No, I was at work. So
it was.
And then I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, by the way.
So.
Still.
I forgot what I was watching. We just got home from one of our trips and back home, but Pittsburgh was playing New Orleans, and
it was a second I heard about this. It was a fake punt.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it might cost them the season.
Yeah.
It was like 4th and 6. And
4th and 5.
4th and 5, and they decided to fake Tomlin, and they didn't get it, and then Breeze went down and scored a touchdown, and then the Steelers were driving, and they went down, and Schuster fumbled the ball.
Oh, boy.
And then that could ultimately
That's why I
cost
said
the
he let
season.
the team down. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the season for the Sunday Night Football is going to be pretty cool.
For the first time.
For the first time in a long time, you got the Titans, who were 9-6. They beat the Redskins. They did what they were supposed to do. We're just going to go run through these.
It's virtually a playoff game.
Yeah,
so
it's basically. It is.
It is a playoff.
It's a playoff game to get in the playoffs.
Correct.
It's like a tiebreaker in baseball.
Correct.
So Ravens upset the Chargers. I did not see that coming at all. Battle of defenses, and Lamar Jackson. He's tap danced his way to a 6-1 record, I think, as a starter there.
Yeah, and that was the Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, it was Saturday night.
Saturdays. All the days run together.
Sure.
Saturday night. The Baltimore defense really won that game for them. They completely shut down the Chargers' run game, shut down Rivers, and they didn't really have. The Chargers tried to make some late runs, but they just couldn't. They couldn't get anything going, and you got to give Baltimore a lot of credit to go and win on the road like that. And now Baltimore's a team that nobody wants to face in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And if they win, they're in. And if
they win, they win the division.
That's what I'm saying. If they win, but that's the only thing is it's for Pittsburgh and Baltimore. It's the only thing they can do is win the division. Because
even if Tennessee, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Because, so if Baltimore,
correct.
Yeah. So, all right. So here's the deal. So let me ask you: Browns beat the Bengals. I was right on the cover. I barely.
They annihilated them.
No, they didn't annihilate. It was 26-18.
Yeah, but what was the?
It was 23-0 at one point.
And it was 26-3 at one point.
Yeah, well, 20. Yeah. So the deal here, though, is I had the Bengals. See, I didn't know that. I thought it was a close game throughout. I'm looking at it. It was 23-0 going into the fourth. But here's the deal: can Baker Mayfield win Rookie of the Year? Because in my opinion, it's what between him and Barkley
or Jackson.
Who's Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. Without him.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
I mean, probably the way they do it, they do offensive and defensive rookies of the year.
Oh, they do.
I don't know if it's more of an MVP / offense, just strictly. If it's strictly offense, it's Barkley. If it's more of a slant to MVP, I would say either Jackson or Mayfield. Mayfield has done the most for his team. I mean,
without Mayfield, here's the deal. That's why quarterback's the most important position on the field. Because as you can see,
in sports,
correct. I don't care if Greg Williams is a coach. I don't care if Mickey Mouse is a coach. 7-7-1. The Browns already. If you took the over on 5.5, then you already made a ton of money in Vegas. Because that's what Vegas had them at odds, 5.5, I think.
And that's going to be a tough game for Baltimore. I mean,
it will be.
Cleveland is not. Cleveland would love to be a spoiler.
Correct.
They would love to. They got nothing to lose.
They win. They have a winning record.
Correct.
So.
And think about those games early on. They lost the game to.
They could be 11-4-1 right now. Or 11-3-1.
They should have won the Oakland game. They should have beat the Saints. Week 2.
Yeah. And the first week of the year.
Correct.
And there's 3. So yeah. Cowboys take care of business. I picked Tampa to win. I was wrong. Dallas had a 17-13 halftime lead, and they held on.
Yep.
So there's that. Vikings keep their playoff hopes alive. They need to win. They need to beat Chicago. If they do, the Eagles are eliminated. If they don't, and the Eagles win, they're in. Fat Matt Patricia and Paul Pasqualone's 27-9 at home. They got molested.
Yep.
Colts come back and beat the Giants. The Giants were murdering them.
Correct.
It was 14-0 after 17-0 at one point.
17-0 or 17-3?
No, 17-0, and then the Colts scored a touchdown to make it 17-7 at the half. But the Colts came back. Andrew Luck came back. Kept the playoffs hopes alive for the Colts. And the Giants is a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Jaguars upend the Dolphins in Miami.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles.
Correct.
My guy, Blake Bortles.
What a nightmare of the season for Jacksonville. Just what a
horrible year.
What a letdown.
Yeah.
If there are any Jacksonville fans out there, it was a complete letdown from where they were from an AFC Championship game to just to nothing.
So. Paul Gutierrez, a ESPN staff writer, said Jordy Nelson saying that he wants to return to Oakland next season, and mutual interest has grew him. So, Pats, I took Bills plus 13.5. Good for me. They lost by 12, so I won that one. The Pats barely, look, it wasn't barely, but it wasn't. I said this on the show. I don't know if you had heard it or at the time. I said it was not going to be a 28-10 situation. I knew it was going to be close, and it was 20.
It was a tough game to watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like the 49ers Bears game.
Look, the 2 games that they played against the Bills this year were terrible. They're lucky they were playing the Bills in those two games.
Correct, because any other team, any other average team, they'd be fucked.
And you look at last week's game, and they ran for like 270 yards, but at the same time, Brady looked horrible. Gronk had one
catch for like 20.
No, he had 0 catches.
What, against the Steelers?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the Bills.
The Bills. He had one target.
Something's obviously he's injured.
Well, they're double teaming him, and and the thing is that they're keeping Gronkowski in to block on a lot of these plays because
the offensive line's rough.
It's look, if the Patriots don't figure something out quick, they're not. The way it's shaping up right now, they're probably going to play. They'll get a bye, and then they'll probably play the Chargers, and then that's not.
They'll lose 24-7. Packers in overtime take care of the Jets barely. Rodgers.
They were down what by 20? It was 15 points with like 5 minutes to go.
It was so. Here's the deal. It was 21-17 at the half. Jets. Then it was 35-20.
Correct. They were down by 15.
Yep.
And then they scored
18 points, and the Jets are just the Todd Bowles is just waiting for the season to end. Eagles come back and beat the Texans. They're alive. Correct. Nick Foles, 471 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Another game that was over. The Eagles had them. Eagles were up by 13 points.
Yeah.
And Houston came back and scored 2 quick touchdowns.
Yep.
And then Philly got the ball at the end. And what's his name? Foles actually left the game for a couple plays, and they had to bring in I forget who it was for like 1 or 2 plays, and then they completed a pass and then kicked a field goal, which helped out the Patriots enormously.
Yeah, it was enormous when we were all Eagles fans. If you're a Pats fan, you're an Eagles fan that day.
Correct.
Falcons going to Carolina and do what I thought they would, 24-10, nothing game. And Newton didn't even play. Heineke had 33 or 53, 274 yards and a touchdown. Pedestrian numbers here. Throwing 53 times and you get 10 points. There you go. There's your Panthers, 2018 Panthers. Rams raped the Cardinals.
Yep.
31-9, nothing doing there. Bears barely get by the 49ers in a rough game. Steelers, we talked about that game already.
Yep.
Steelers could, I pray to God they don't make the playoffs. I fucking hate the Steelers.
Well, the thing is that I wouldn't.
Broncos and Steelers I despise. I cannot stand either team.
I hate the Steelers a lot more than I hate the Broncos, but it'd be fitting to see them not getting the playoffs because of a fake punt.
Sure.
Seahawks,
you were the only one that picked them, at least between me, you, and EDP.
Great game. It was a great game to watch.
Good call by you. Yeah. Seahawks clinched a playoff spot with that win. Yeah. And here's the deal. Here's the deal, folks. If the Chiefs end up losing and we win, we could be the #1 seed.
No.
We have the tiebreaker over them, no?
But then the Chargers.
Are the Chargers only a game behind Kansas City?
No, they're tied with Kansas City.
They still are?
Yeah, they're both 11 and...
So we need the Chargers to lose, the Chiefs to lose, and us to win.
Correct.
It's not out of the fucking world.
But that means that the Chargers will lose to Denver, which is probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
And then the Chiefs will lose to Oakland.
Well, look, Oakland's been a funny team.
Yeah.
Speaking of funny team, they, ramrocked the Broncos 27-14. We talked about that 99-yard punt return for a touchdown after the guy didn't down the ball.
Yeah.
And he just touched it and let it sit there, and the guy picks it up and goes wee all the way home.
I've never seen anything like that.
Wee all the way home. And that's Vance Joseph for you, and that he'll probably be done.
Yep.
Ken John Barner for the Pats, injured reserve. He's out for the year. And they signed offensive lineman Dorian Johnson from the practice squad. David Newton, thank you for that. So, I'm such an ass. I did. I left my phone over there like an idiot. So, it's all right. We'll do it over here until I need to call EDP. But that was last week's games. Let's go into the comments.
Okay.
Okay, it's comment time. There was a lot of well wishes for you. I don't know if you saw any of the shows. Sears closing 80 more stores. Possible liquidation. Sears is right.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing, folks. All brick and mortar stores for the most part, with Amazon. Look, Amazon and everything else. It's rough in the streets.
Bad news bears.
Sears is gone. Think about it. Woolworths, Bradley's.
Woolworths been out for
a long time, but still, Woolworths, Child's World. Remember that store?
No.
It's like a Toys R Us store. Toys R Us. Talk about that.
Toys R Us been out for years already.
No. early this year.
Really?
Yeah, early this year. Yeah. Yeah. And the only reason I know that is because I remember driving on Pigeon Forge, listening to the radio commercial about seeing the signs for the Toys R Us outlet that was here.
There was a Toys R Us outlet?
There was.
Where, the Hangar Outlets?
I think so. Yeah, wherever that is.
It's over near Olive Garden.
Correct. Yeah. So this is loading. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, look, all these stores, man. Kmart, Macy's, J.C. Penney's,
Target.
Jordan Marsh. Not Jordan's Furniture, but Jordan Marsh, even though it's the same company. Yeah, so, look, it's rough, and it's not like all the nostalgia for me working in malls. Malls are pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Arcades are dead. Arcades have been dead for a while, but still, that's where we're at. We're going to
online.
We're online. People
Just
are
like
lazy.
newspapers.
Hey, send it to me. Great. I don't have to go on a snowstorm. Great. And that's the drill. I mean, what do you want?
It's just like books and newspapers and.
Yeah, newspapers are still. I mean, they're still hanging on,
But only because of the baby boomer generation. Once the baby boomer generation, those are the only people that read newspapers. The people that were born in correct. They're the people that were born in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, like Carol Anglin
and Danny. All right, so here we go. Ready for comments? As soon as this loads, here we are. So the Horde called me a loser. And so, I have comments awaiting my review, so we'll take a look.
Uh-oh.
2 people liked that status, and then Matt Godfrey stood up and said, "You're a bitch." So somebody was calling me a pedophile on here.
What?
A bunch of people. I got those comments banned. I don't care if you call me a loser, but don't fucking call me a pedophile. That's ridiculous.
There's no.
Yeah. So Carlos Ruiz, these young Kansas City fans don't even know about the trash Brody Croyle days. They got it all good now with Patrick Mahomes. # Chiefs Kingdom. And
who do you think is going to win the MVP?
Amazement says Carlos Ruiz. Yeah, Brody Croyle was another one of those trash Alabama quarterbacks. It's amazing how a school so great in football can't produce a quality NFL quarterback. MVP, it's probably going to be Mahomes.
You think so?
It has to be. It's not going to be Breeze.
Why not?
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I think Mahomes. I would not be surprised if Breeze won it. Would not shock me, as Mad Dog would say. But Stephen Wolf, congratulations to Stephen Wolf. This guy gets annihilated in the comments every week for putting his picks in. And nobody commented this week. He put his picks in. It was 8 in week 15, and somebody liked the status, and that was it. No comments, no anything. So, congratulations. No verbal abuse for you this week. What else do we have in this grab bag of comments? Card Guy says, "Get well soon," meaning me, because I was sick.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't know. It's something at work, too.
Miranda writes through his picks in.
Nice.
Matt Weeks, "Get well soon, and prayers go out to Mclovein and his family. Sorry for their loss.
Nice.
And keep up the great work. Here's to many more subs for you guys." Thank you,
Nice.
Matt Weeks. Matt Godfrey throws his picks in. Vaddix, Eli C., Dustin P.J. Wallace. That was a free fall through the standings room. Carlos Ruiz says, "NFL Week 16 picks. Happy holidays to all." Vaddix, "I'm a little late, but picks are closed. Kickoff has begun." Giangelo says, "Hope the homie McMuffin holding up." So there you go. NJ Swag 27 says, "These are my picks for this week, so y'all should count them." And Vaddix says, "They don't count anymore, retard." So there you go. Jennifer Lynn, "Feel better, Andy. My condolences to Mclovein and his family." I think she meant to say condolences. It came out condescendences. So I don't think you meant that unless you really hate Mclovein, but anyway.
That's fine.
This may change things up a bit. Mclovein actually, she called me out because I'm an idiot. Vaddix originally said, "Woohoo, I beat Mclovein." But I went through the thing, I'm like, you guys tied. You didn't beat him.
What do you mean?
A couple days,
Overall?
last week, no, last
Oh,
week.
what was that last week?
You were 7-9. 7-9.
On this picks?
On the picks. 7-9.
terrible.
It's horrible. I took a beating.
What did you do?
I went 10-6.
Oh. You took
I took a beating for the gift cards.
Gift cards.
Yeah. So anyway, she comments 6 days ago, really, and she goes, "Hey, this may change things up. Mclovein actually went 7-9 and not 8-8, and she showed me who you picked." And I'm like, Vaddix says he won. I called him out and says he didn't, but Jennifer Lynn says that maybe I'm wrong. So of course I was, because I couldn't read my writing. So she goes, "I was 8-8 week 15, so was Stephen Wolf." Thus him probably commenting on that down below in the comment section. Well, actually, Stephen Wolf's doing it because he's doing it. But I don't care if he goes 16-0. Stephen Wolf isn't part of this only because he didn't follow directions. So no gift cards for Stephen Wolf. Oh, there are 6 replies down here. Let's see what happened. Who replied to what? Dan McLean, Jennifer Lynn, that is correct, but Stephen Wolf is out of the contest, though, so his picture irrelevant at this point. Good job, Dan McLean. Good job by you. Jennifer Lynn, add Dan McLean. I am still in. My goal is to tie my 7 times I beat Mclovein last year. This year I'm at 4, supposed to be at 5 now because of the mix-up. Was hoping to go 2-0 in the last 2 weeks, so I would be at 7 at the end of all of this, so I could say I broke even and didn't actually do worse this year. Lots of laughs. Jennifer Lynn, and it may change the standings for other people because now Mclovein has 1 more game than he actually should be at, 132. It actually affects you because you should be tied with him at this point. Dan McLean says, Jennifer Lynn, haha, yeah, I hear you. Last year I beat him 5 times. I believe this year I'm at 4. Tied him the last 2 weeks because of the Monday night games. Yeah, that would affect me as well. You can always shoot Andy an email, and I'm sure he'll fix it. I had to do that a couple of times regarding the number of gift cards I won. He'll fix it eventually. Dan McLean, Jennifer Lynn, we are more than likely out of contention for winning the whole thing, but it's always fun to aim for personal best, right? Lots of laughs. Jennifer Lynn. At Dan McLean, I think I started late as well the last time, like week 3 or 4. I did horrible this year. The only thing I may have been accurate on is the Rams making it to the Super Bowl at this point. Dan McLean says, Andy, Jen made a good point regarding McLovein's record last week. You have him down as going 8-8, but he really went 7-9. I'd know because I tied him and I went 7-9. Could your Vadix confirm this and change it? Thanks. Then there were 2 replies to that comment. I acknowledged and said she's right. Technically, Vadix was right when he said he won. I misread what I wrote. I'll make a video with it later, and I did. And Vadix says, thank you. Blake Rios put his picks in. Random Stranger says, nice. That was a random comment. And that's it. Those are the comments. So that's what happened last week. And now what we're going to do, we're going to do something different for the standings.
Boy.
And what we're going to do here for the standings over here is I'm going to comment on them as we open them. And I'm going to tell you guys where we're at. This is important.
Since I don't even remember.
So I'm going to read off everybody's standings. Everybody can see this. But here's the deal. This is important because it's a football Friday. All right, let's see.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So this is interesting. Yes to anything that is cool, awesome. Comes out of it's like a horse race.
Yeah.
And he's like 4th or 5th position.
Yeah.
I think he might have been 3rd or 4th. But anyway, and he just goes 14-2 last week.
Holy shit.
And now he's in 1st with
boy.
a week to go. So he now has a 1-game lead over Amazement 7-17, which is Amazement 17. So yes, anything is cool, awesome. 158 and 82. 10 gift cards won. He's tied with Star Fox 87 with the most gift cards won with 10. And him and Dan McLean had the best record last week, 14-2. But anyway, Amazement, it's a game behind. Then you got Angus Johnson of the Clan McJohnsons. He's 2 games out. He won 11-5 last week. Carlos Ruiz, 4 games out, 11-5. Adama, who was winning for, I think, majority of the year, he's 4 games out. He went 13-3, and he's still 4 games out. A couple of rough weeks. Star Fox, 6 out, 12-4. JDB, 7 out, 10-6. Hunter Sokol, 9 out, 12-4.
Yeah, I think once you get to 7 out, I think
that's pretty much over. But technically, they're still in it.
Where did I finish? How many out?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Oh.
So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Haven't you?
I'm 9th. I'm 5 games up on you.
No shit.
Yeah, I had a hell of a fucking year this year. 9 games up. Or 5 games up. But I'm in 9th. I'm 148-92. Went 12-4 last week. 10 games out, though. And then you are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th.
Oh.
143-97. 15 games out.
That's terrible.
And Thomas Miranda writes, brings up the rear at 130 and 110. 28 games out. He went 7-9 last week. But still, it's a 542 winning percentage. I mean, it's not like he's, 109 and 110
Correct.
or whatever here.
So, is there anything for the playoffs?
So, here's the deal. So, here's what's going on here. So, in the event that there's a tie, what will happen is the people who are tied automatically go to wild card weekend.
Okay.
And then they'll pick their teams, and if there's a tie, then it goes to the divisional round, and if it's a tie, then it goes to the championship game, and so on, all the way to the Super Bowl, all the way to the final score, and whoever's closest with the total number of points.
But if someone wins out the regular season outright, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over. But right now, yes, anything that's cool, awesome, man. It's yours to lose. You got a game lead. Technically, Carlos Ruiz and Adama, you're still kind of in it. You're 4 out. You literally just have to beat everybody by 5 games, which is possible. I mean,
it's going to be a chess match now.
Yeah.
We'll see who is going to. Well, we should monitor the message board because someone may throw their picks up there early, and the other ones may see which games they differ on to do an all or nothing type situation.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's what I would do.
You got nothing to lose. You have to.
I would wait until the first game. There's games on Saturday.
All Sunday. No, all Sunday.
So I'd wait until 10 of
10 minutes before the first kickoff.
And see who picked who, where I am in the standings, and make sure that there was enough games that we differed in, so we wouldn't tie, and it'd be all or nothing. So either win, by a game, or lose by whatever, because there's no points for second place.
Correct. All or nothing like that.
That's what I would do, but I'm not in contention. So.
All or nothing like O-Town.
Oh, you guys get our picks early anyway. I guess that's a...
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So here's the deal. So, why is this doing this? Come on. Really? You're really going to do this right now? All right, so, spread. I beat you last week in the spread by a game. I went 10-6, you went 9-7. So we are tied going into last week.
Wow.
We are both 111, 107, and 6.
Wow.
111, 107, and 6. That is fucking horrible.
No, it's not.
It's not? Spreads? What?
Over 50%.
It's good? Okay.
Well,
I didn't think it was that great.
Horrible is if we were 25 to 30%, that'd be horrible. Anything over 50% means that you're above.
You're winning.
You're above.
Yeah.
You're above water.
Sure. Speaking above the water, Dolphins are trying to get back to the water. They're 7-8, 1-6 on the road, going in to face Buffalo, 5-10, 3-4 at home. Bills. The Bills are favored by 6. I don't get why.
I'm taking Miami +6.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You have to, right? So Miami +6. Then we got Lions and Fat Man Patricia, 5-10, 2-5 on the road, going in to face the Packers. 6-8-1, 5-1-1 at home. Packers favored by 8.
Lions are terrible. Packers -8.
Yeah, I agree. The Jets 4-11, 2-5 on the road, going in to face the New England Patriots. 10-5, 7-0 at home. Pats favored by 13.5.
Jets +13.
I agree.
I think it's going to be the same type of game as last week.
Yeah, because the Pats are horrible.
They're not horrible, but
Oh, okay.
they're going to get the second seed. How are you horrible and get a first-round bye? How are you horrible? They're not up to the standards of a normal Patriot team.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to.
Okay,
Maybe
they're
that's
not.
what I'm trying to.
We're very spoiled as Patriot fans to say this team is horrible, and they won 10 straight AFC championships and had buys every year.
Potentially 9 years in a row for a first round bye.
Yeah.
If they do it this year. Carolina 6-9, 1-6 on the road, going to face New Orleans 13-2, 6-1 at home. With Teddy Bridgewater making a start, New Orleans still favored by 7.
Carolina.
No, I'm taking New Orleans.
Carolina plus.
Carolina's nothing to play. You got Henneke starting because Cam Newton's out.
Yeah, but Bridgewater's.
Well,
terrible.
Okay. Is he better than fucking?
Think
Nathan
about
Peterman?
it like this.
Is he better than Nathan Peterman?
Of course he is.
Okay. Is he better than Josh Allen?
No.
Really?
Bridgewater?
I think if Bridgewater is on the Bills, they don't go 5-10.
Well,
Bridgewater at least can run.
The thing about it is
They may go 6-11.
New Orleans is not going to play anybody. At least Carolina.
Well, sure. Yeah. All right. Cowboys 9-6. They have nothing to play for. 9-6, 2-5 on the road, going to face the Giants. 5-10, 2-5 at home. Giants favored by 6.
Dallas +6.
Taking the Giants. Then we got, could be Eli Manning's final home game. Then we got Atlanta.
No, they came out and said he's going to be the starter next year, right?
What?
Didn't they say that?
No, that was a fucking article. Remember I told you there was an article and that was from 4 years ago? No, I told Chilling that.
That wasn't me.
All right, anyway. Atlanta 6-9, 2-5 on the road. Going in. Isn't he a free agent at the end of the season?
No, he's still.
It's not? Oh, okay. Well, then that's different. Atlanta 6-9, 2-5 on the road. Going to face Tampa 5-10, 4-3 at home. Atlanta on the road favored by 1.5.
Atlanta -1.5.
Taking Tampa to win this.
No, Atlanta's going to annihilate him.
Okay. Then we got Jacksonville 5-10, 2-5 on the road, going in to face Houston 10-5, 5-2 at home. Houston favored by 6.5.
Houston -6.5.
Yeah, we agree. Then we got 425 game. We got the Chargers 11-4, 6-1 on the road, going to face Denver. 6-9, 3-4 at home. Chargers favored by 6.5.
Denver plus 6.5.
I agree with that. Then we got Oakland 4-11, 1-6 on the road, going to face Kansas City 11-4, 6-1 at home. Kansas City favored by 14.
Oakland plus 14.
I agree with that. Then we got the 49ers 4-11, 0-7 on the road, going in to face the Rams 12-3, 6-1 at home. Rams favored by 10.
San Francisco plus 10.
Taking the Rams. Bears 11-4, 4-3 on the road, going to face the Vikings 8-6-1, 5-2 at home. Minnesota at home favored by 5.5.
Chicago plus 5.5.
I agree. Bengals 6-9, 2-5 on the road, going to face the Steelers 8-6-1, 4-3 at home. Pittsburgh favored by 14.5.
Cincinnati plus 14.5.
I agree. That's probably the pick of the week, in my opinion.
I don't know. That game could get. I mean, that game could be 35-0 in a hurry.
Cardinals 3-12, 2-5 on the road, going in to face the Seahawks 9-6, 5-2 at home. Seahawks favored by 13.
Arizona.
I agree. Eagles 8-7, 3-4 on the road, going to face Washington 7-8, 3-4 at home. Philly minus 7.
Washington plus 7.
Taking Philly plus minus the points. Browns 7-1, 2-5 on the road, going to face Baltimore 9-6, 5-2 at home. Baltimore favored by 5.5.
Baltimore minus 5.5.
Taking Cleveland. You're taking Baltimore. And then 8:20 at night, Colts 9-6, 3-4 on the road, going to face Tennessee 9-6, 6-1 at home. That's for the last wildcard spot. But interestingly enough, if Houston loses to Jacksonville, the winner of that game wins the division. I've already done the research. If Houston loses to Jacksonville, the winner of the Colts-Titans game wins the division. That's how crazy football Sunday is.
So,
17. Oh, by the way, are you taking the Colts minus 3.5 for the Titans?
Where's the game?
In Tennessee.
Just because I know you're going to take the Colts, I'll take Tennessee.
Yes, exactly right. And I have to take the Colts because they're the most offensive, more
Well, no, you have to take that because you've been since week 1, you've been talking about how terrible
Tennessee is.
Tennessee is.
Sure, yeah.
So if Tennessee could possibly go 10-6 and win the division, and you say they're a terrible team.
Look, at the end of the day, here's the drill. Look, again, they're the worst 9-6 team I've seen,
But
and we are the worst 10-5 team I've ever seen. They're not up to the Patriots standard. Yes, but it's not because it's the name Patriots. It's because of the roster that we have. With a roster still of Edelman, Gronkowski, Gostkowski, Brady, McCourty, name the players. We should be 12-3. We shouldn't have lost to fucking the Lions.
No.
We shouldn't have lost to the Titans.
No.
We shouldn't have
lost to Miami.
Shouldn't have lost to Miami.
That Miami game is going to come back
to haunt us. Yeah, just like a couple of years ago when we played footsies with the fucking coin toss.
That's the number 1
Try
seed.
to play cutes. That's the number 1 seed as well.
That's the number 1 seed.
It's the number 1
and
seed.
that possibly could be
the fucking
reason why they don't get a Super Bowl.
Could go to Kansas City and get a
Because if they were
night
the number 1
47-10.
seed, you know.
47-10 against the fucking Chiefs. You know, or 24-10.
If they're the number 1 seed, which
with
they're
the Chiefs.
No, I'm just saying if New
Or the
England.
Pats, then there's no excuse for them not going this way.
But the thing is they're not going to lose at home even to the Chiefs.
Correct. Well,
That game against Miami is going to come back as an all.
All right, so we're going to do our picks, and we're going to get EDP on the phone later. But let's do that, yeah. Miami, Buffalo.
Miami.
Yeah. Lions, Packers.
Packers.
Okay. Then we got Jets, Pats.
Pats.
We got Carolina, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah. Then we got Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys.
Taking Giants. Then we got Falcons, Buccaneers.
Falcons.
Buck and Ear taking Tampa. That's 2 games right now that you can catch up on me.
What am I down to?
5.
So I have to take at least 5 different games.
Jacksonville, Houston.
Houston.
I agree. Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers.
I'm going to take Denver.
That's good. That's
I'll give you one here.
okay.
Even though I really do think Denver will win. Then it'll be a real close game. Oakland, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Sure. San Francisco, Rams.
Rams.
Yep. Bears, Vikings.
Bears.
Taking Minnesota. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yep. Cardinals, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yep. Eagles, Redskins.
Eagles.
Yep. Browns, Ravens.
Ravens.
Taking Cleveland. It's probably a horrible pick. Colts, Titans.
Titans.
You got to pick them. So that, I think, is 5.
I think that's 6.
Let's see. We got me, Giants, you, Dallas. Me, Tampa, you, Atlanta. That's 2. Me, Denver, you, Chargers. That's 3. Me, Minnesota, you, Chicago. That's 4. Cleveland, Baltimore, 5. Colt, this could be it. You win all 6. You beat me.
Yeah,
With a comeback of the
the
century.
chances of that.
Well, you know, you never know. So, here's what we do know. It's been one hell of a season.
Quick 17
We will
weeks.
do for the rest of the year, we will do
Playoffs.
We will do playoffs. We'll talk
Through the
playoffs.
Super
We'll do mini through the Super Bowl. We'll do mini shows
Yeah.
just to go over what's going on, and we'll go over the final standings next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we'll explain how the gift cards work and what you have to do to claim them. It's real easy stuff. There should be no problems, and if there is, you're an asshole. It's real easy. It's not like you got to do an algebraic equation. You know, you just got to follow directions. I mean, it's if you can't follow directions, how the hell are you still alive?
So the people, the most gift cards won is
10 right now.
So they beat me 10 weeks. I won. So I was 6-10
6 and 10
against the top.
Against the top people.
That's
That's
unacceptable.
one of the worst seasons in the history of this. In the 4-year history.
The worst.
In the 4-year history of Shine On Sports.
The worst season that I've had.
Yeah. But here's the deal. It's been a funny year, man. I mean, the Bears NFC North champs by a million miles in a year that Rodgers was healthy.
Correct. No one had the Bears winning that division.
I don't even know what the hell happened to our original papers, bro. We have to go back and research that first video. I don't even know what I did with it. I know I picked the New Orleans to go to the Super Bowl. Picked New Orleans to go to the Super Bowl. They have a shot.
I picked the Rams.
You picked the Rams to have a shot. They each won their respective divisions. We both picked the Pats. We got that right. I picked the Giants to win the NFC East. You picked the Redskins.
Washington.
So we both got that wrong. I think I picked the Pack. I think we both picked the Packers. No, did I pick the Vikings?
No, you picked the Packers. I picked the Vikings.
Okay, so we got that wrong.
Yeah, I believe so.
Although you picked the Vikings, right? Or I did.
No,
You picked the.
I picked the Vikings.
Yeah,
you picked
so
the
you're
Packers.
closer there. You were closer. I picked Carolina or Atlanta to win that division, and the South.
No, you picked the Saints.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I picked. I want to say I took. Yeah, I want to say I know I didn't take the Saints. I think I might have taken Atlanta.
Might have taken Atlanta. So I got that one right, and then the AFC we got the East right. We got the North wrong. Well, technically, Pittsburgh could still win.
We both took Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh could still win it. Baltimore has to lose; they have to win. But anyway,
correct.
The South, I think. Who did I take? Jacksonville. Bill took Jacksonville. We had to have.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to have, and then we got that wrong. And then the West.
I took Oakland.
Did I pick Denver?
I don't think you picked Kansas City.
No, I don't think any of us picked Kansas City.
We definitely didn't take the Chargers.
Correct.
You might have taken Kansas City.
Really? Well, we'll find out. Guys, if you remember, put it in the comment section below.
And then you took San Francisco.
I did? Oh, yeah, that's right. With Garoppolo. Sure,
took
the
the
West.
Rams.
Yeah. That's
So,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, it was poor. That was poor. We were poor.
Poor. Yeah.
It was poor.
No excuse for a hack show, I mean, even a hack show like ours, we still got to know what the hell we're talking about. But having said that, I guarantee you, if we went up one-on-one against Adam Shine, we would eviscerate him.
Yeah, there's no
He's
question.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But hey, man, hey guys, listen, a lot more people showed up this year. Thanks to EDP's shout out. And now you guys know. Tell your friends for next year. This will be
year 5.
Year 5, I think, right?
That's crazy.
That's nuts, man. 5 years we've been doing this. Well, 4 years this year, but 5 will be next year. And that's pretty much it, guys. Appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments and the positive comments and everything else. every year, gradually, the show gets a little bit better. Production value is a little bit better. It's not saying much, but hey, you got video games as a backdrop versus a yellow wall. Remember?
And Winnie the dog.
And Winnie the doggy. Yeah, she's a doggy. She was. But anyway, yeah. So you happy with this season? I think it went decently.
I'm not happy with my performance.
Oh, performance, but as far as the overall deal,
both it was subpar. I think we definitely had the most traction that we've had. We've had the most people survive the picks from week 1 to 17.
Yeah.
I think our first year there was like four.
There was four.
We had like 6 different divisions.
Sure. Yeah. We had the peon division and all that stuff. But yeah, we had a lot of people survive, but not only that, we had a lot more people watch too.
Correct. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. I mean, watch. We're getting about 300 views a video, which is better than the 80 we used to get.
Correct.
So hey, we're moving up.
Yeah,
76. Nobody knows. Best football show nobody heard of.
Correct.
So you guys, from us to you, thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
He's got to go pee. Hey man, EDP, thanks for being on the show. Week 17, we got me and Mclovein's picks in. Appreciate you, man, all season. A lot more people have watched because of you. They've stayed watching. A lot of people have been commenting, thanks. I like your channel. If I wouldn't have known about it if EDP hadn't shouted you out. So me and Mclovein really do appreciate everything you've done all year. And it's our final week, man. You excited?
Not really.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because here's the thing, right? And so if you don't want to tell me because it's a secret, that's okay. But what would you do? Oh no, you've already said it. You've already said that if the Eagles somehow win and the Vikings somehow lose, it doesn't matter because they're going to get the shit blown out of them first week of the playoffs, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So. But hey, not for nothing, that'd be one hell of a comeback if they were able to pull it off. And now let me ask you this question. And I know what you're going to say, and you're going to say it's not going to happen, but let's pretend this did. Let's say Foles plays out of his mind again, and you guys go to the Super Bowl and win again. What would you think at that point?
Trade Carson Wentz.
You'd have to. No? Mclovein says never. Why, Mclovein, why would you not trade Carson Wentz after the team clearly played better under Foles again for a second straight year and go right to the Super Bowl?
I think because you would have maxed out what you got from Nick Foles, and you should trade Foles and keep Wentz because of long term.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, if that were to happen, God forbid, if Foles does what he does and they win I don't know. Then he's a hero in Philly, though. I don't know. I think it'd be a good problem to have.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That should be fucking gangster as fuck.
It would be gangster as fuck.
But I don't think they're getting by the Saints.
I don't think anybody's getting by the Saints.
I think Seattle could beat them.
Maybe. All right, EDP. So let's go into this week's games. You ready? All Sunday games. First up, we got Miami going into Buffalo. Who do you got?
Miami.
Yeah, we all have Miami. Next up, Detroit going into Green Bay.
Detroit. Green Bay is fucked. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Okay, me and Mclovein picked Green Bay. Then we got the Jets going into New England.
Jets.
It would not shock me if they beat them because the Pats are fucking horrible. Panthers going in to face New Orleans. Who do you got?
You said who now? I'm sorry.
Carolina going in to face New Orleans.
Carolina, simply because New Orleans is resting their starters.
All right, me and Mclovein both picked New Orleans. Then we got Dallas going in to face the Giants.
Dallas.
All right, McLovin has Dallas. I picked the Giants. Then we got Atlanta going in to face Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
I also picked Tampa Bay. McLovin has Atlanta. Jacksonville going in to face Houston.
Okay, hold the fuck up. So, first off, before I get into this game, so that bullshit ass fucking roughing the passer shit they call on Sean Watson, Brandon Graham, clean as fucking shit. Was fucking bullshit. And it's funny because I'm actually looking at the same fucking folder I threw my fucking phone at on Sunday and shattered my fucking Galaxy Note 8, in which I got a fucking iPhone. Fuck Deshaun Watson, fuck all black quarterbacks, They can't fucking, like, they ain't shit unless they can run. Fuck that little bitch. Now, who was playing again? Houston and who else?
Jacksonville and Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, we all picked Houston. Because Deshaun Watson is better than Jacksonville's white quarterback. All right. And we got Los Angeles Chargers going in to face Denver.
Chargers.
All right. Mclovein picked the Chargers. I'm picking an upset. I think Denver's going to win a close game. Oakland going into Kansas City. Who do you got?
Oakland.
Okay. I hope that's correct. I hope that's true. 49ers facing the Rams. Who do you got?
Rams.
All right. We all have the Rams. Then we got Chicago going in to face Minnesota. You know who you need to win.
I don't give a fuck. Shit, I hope it ends up in a fucking tie.
What would happen in that scenario? Vikings would be 8-6-2, and the Eagles, if they won, would be 9-7.
So they have 9 wins.
So they win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're picking tie?
Yeah.
That's funny. Mclovein picked Chicago. I picked Minnesota. All right, Cincinnati going in to face Pittsburgh. Who do you got?
Cincinnati.
All right, we both have Pittsburgh. Then we got Arizona going in to face Seattle. Who do you got?
Arizona.
All right, we both have Seattle. Then we got the Eagles going in to face Washington.
Washington.
We both picked the Eagles. Then we got Cleveland going in to face Baltimore.
That's because you guys are both fucking simpletons. What was the game on
Cleveland and Baltimore.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I picked Cleveland too. Mclovein is Baltimore. And then we got the game of this is actually the game of the week, in my opinion. Because, listen to this, EDP. You ready for this fucking puzzle box? Listen to this. So you got Sunday night, you got the Colts going in to face Tennessee. The winner of that game gets the 6th seed, or excuse me, the winner of that game makes the playoffs and could potentially get the 5th seed if Baltimore loses. Now, here, Baltimore's not, they're all 9-6.
No.
What do you mean now? If Baltimore loses and Pittsburgh wins,
If
Baltimore loses and Pittsburgh wins the fucking division.
Correct.
But Baltimore gets one of the wild cards.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, because they're right, the Chargers. Because the Chargers, I keep forgetting the Chargers are 5. All right, but listen to this. But here's the deal, right? Let's pretend everything goes the way it should. Baltimore wins, they win the division. You ready? The Colts and the Titans are playing for the 6th seed. Whoever wins that game wins. But listen to this. If Houston somehow loses to Jacksonville, you ready for this? If Houston loses to Jacksonville, they're out of the playoffs. And then Houston is.
How?
Because the winner of the Colts Titans wins the division.
But then who gets the 6th seed?
Oh, then it would be Houston.
Correct.
Oh, so okay. So that's what it is. So technically Houston could fall all the way to the 6th seed if they lose. If they lose to the 6th seed. Because one of them has to win unless it's a tie.
But if it's a tie, then they still win the division.
Because they'd be 10-6. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. So if Houston ties, they win the division, or wins, they win the division. But if Houston loses, they're the 6th seed, unless the Colts and Titans tie.
That's some crazy fucking shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, Deshaun Watson, they're loving life as a 2 seed. They shit the bed, thank God.
They're not the 2 seed.
Well, they were. They were until they shit the bed, is what I'm saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Pats overtook them because they barely got by a Buffalo Bills team that's shades of the 0-2 Rams, okay, and everything else. So, EDP, man, thanks a lot for being on the show this season. We'll see you next season.
All right, man. Hey, man, you guys did it again, my pick.
Oh, that's right. Colts and Titans. Who do you got?
Colts.
EDP, this is important. So I picked the Colts also. Mclovein picked the Titans. But here's the deal. This is important. You ready for this breaking news from Michael Rothstein? This was 2 hours ago on ESPN. You ready? The Detroit Lions claimed defensive end Mitchell Lowen off waivers from the Saints, and they placed A'Shawn Robinson on injured reserve.
Who the fuck is that?
Just a waiver wire, or not a waiver wire situation. Just a fucking guy that they needed to be on the, as you would say, a trash ass whatever because they fucking needed a guy to be on the team because they ran out of people. That's all that was. I was just messing around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, appreciate it again. Oh, listen to this. Colts kicker Adam Vinatieri. Guess how old he is?
46.
Correct. 46 years old. 46. Vinatieri. He's still like 90% from field goal range. He's going to play until he's 50, unless he gets injured or can't kick a ball. I mean, that's like the ageless wonder. Nobody's talking about him. I mean, I get he's quarterback versus a kicker, but still, 46. Now he doesn't do kickoff returns anymore because he doesn't have the leg strength. They need to save him for the field goals.
Correct.
But 46 years old, just hitting like Morton Anderson, just hitting kicks left and right.
And he was originally cut by Bill Parcells.
He was cut by Bill Parcells originally.
And then they re-signed him.
Yeah, thank God for that. Otherwise, that changed the course of history.
Correct.
That'll be like Assassin's Creed football version. All right, EDP, man, thanks a lot. We'll see you next season.